What? Luo Feng was shocked as he spun around surveying the surroundings. Rumble. Almost as though the land and skies were torn apart, a large enormous universe ship suddenly appeared in mid-air. At the same time the bottom of ship automatically split open with large amounts of black uniformed armored explorers rushing out, flying downwards, forming 12 teams and madly rushing down like a mad wind. Also, beams of lasers constantly shot down in different directions at the Three-Axe Mountain faction, causing them to be thrown into chaos. Block them. Kill them. It's the Black Dragon Mountain people. Kill. Roars of rage resounded from within the Three-Axe Mountain faction. Even though they lost thousands, the remaining 80,000 people were still those that survived through countless struggles and battles. Even with the mad chaos from the sneak attack, they quickly regained their composure. Mid-air, within the universe ship control room. The ninth Prince Brolin coldly stood at the control board. Through the external simulator, he clearly observed the happenings below. After the first three-pronged attack of the D6 cannon, along with the 12 laser guns repeatedly firing, especially with the 2,000 elite soldiers forming 12 teams and fiercely rushing into the confused army, the 80,000-man army of the Three-Axe Mountain scrambled to gather and defend against the attack. Close to 80,000 people, however, they were separated and dispersed. And the 12 elite groups were valiant. They even had laser guns, seeking the treasures from the 12 people. Naturally their efficiency was high. Number 1 success. Number 8 success. Number 9 success. Number 6 success. ... Messages began to come in. The elite teams quickly gathered the quantum computers or storage rings and immediately returned. This quick as lightning sneak attack lasted no more than 3 minutes. Those 12 teams swiftly returned into the universe ship and it accelerated and disappeared into the skies. The Three-Axe Mountain's army all looked up and watched as the ship left, roaring with rage. Among the crowd, Luo Feng and his team too were filled with rage. Luckily you had the cloud contact vine as protection, otherwise, that ninth Prince Brolin is really scum, bastard, garbage. Thunder God was incomparably enraged. Almost. Hong's expression too was ugly. That Brolin is truly vicious. Luo Feng could clearly smell the air that was filled with the metallic smell of blood, also looking at the distant lands where armors, boots, helmets, filled with minced meat, bones and bone-chilling large amounts of blood. Amongst which there were a large amount of bodies from the ninth Prince's own elite team. Don't think so much, right now we can do nothing about it. Luo Feng growled softly, we have to bear with it first and follow the army out, that's what's most important. Right. Hong and Thunder God were also filled with rage, but they could only bear with it. The Three-Axe Mountain army swiftly regained discipline and order. Obviously losing a few thousand didn't have much impact. Luo Feng however had some lingering fear, if that shot earlier had pierced through his brain. If it were a normal human, they'd die without doubt. However his life core was stored within his internal world. Even if his head was pierced, it could still regrow. If that happened and if I was discovered even by the Three-Axe Mountain army, I Luo Feng, have the ability to survive even after my brains have been blown to bits. It would definitely arouse their suspicion. Even the universe levels, domain lords, sector lords on Cang Lan star would all be curious. Luo Feng was afraid of that the most. Within the universe ship, we acquired 7 quantum computers and 8 storage items. The ninth Prince Brolin's face seemed encased in a layer of ice cold, staring at the quantum computers and storage items on the ground, saying solemnly, "This is your efficiency. Your Majesty, of the 12 shot by the laser gun, 11 died, there was one that didn't. And when we went to retrieve the quantum computers, those beside the bodies also took some of them. Hence, we only acquired 7 computers and 8 storage items. That alone was no easy feat." A bodyguard spoke. Brolin glanced at him. That bodyguard shivered, not daring to speak. "In the future, if you don't do a good job, don't find excuses, understood?" Brolin looked at the bodyguard. "Understood." The bodyguard knelt down on one knee. "One person didn't die, who was it?" Brolin asked. "Number 12 target." The bodyguard replied. Brolin creased his eyebrows. "I remember him. It's the same punk with the universe ship. You can all leave," Brolin said solemnly. The 8 swiftly retreated. Only Brolin remained in the control room, after which he squatted down and began to examine each device along with the storage items. 6 treasures. Brolin didn't seem to care, carefully looking through the quantum computers. "No, we didn't find the passcode data. These computers, none of them were used to exchange for the inheritance crystal passcode. Brolin's expression ashened, panicking within before raging about and stomping hard around, destroying every one of the quantum computers. Cang Lan star. In an extremely tall skyscraper that soared through the skies, two peak sector lords Jiang Tianchen and Hargri sat facing each other. Hargri, I stick to what I said. If you want the final passcode, then, you have to agree to my 9 conditions, not one less. Jiang Tianchen said calmly. You are indeed vicious. Hargri squinted his eyes. The two stared at each other. I agree to your conditions. Hargri took a deep breath. Ha ha ha. Jiang Tianchen stood up, his face full of smiles. Hargri, it's been a pleasure working with you. The pleasure is mine. Hargri stood up, smiling just a little. Jiang Tianchen's smile, however, was full and wide. Don't be so unwilling. You want the inheritance crystal ball, so it's not much for me to ask for these. Jiang Tianchen's lips curled into a smile. Also, a soldier of mine in the world within a world exchanged for the passcode and has the quantum computer. I've ordered him long ago to completely destroy it. That soldier himself, I've also sent people to kill him. Hence, no matter what you do in the world within a world, you'll never acquire the last passcode. Hargri's expression ashened, before he managed to squeeze out a smile. Respect, respect. Same. Jiang Tianchen smiled. Prepare what you need to. When the time comes, I'll hand over the passcode to you. What you want, I require a month to prepare. Hargri said. I'm in no rush. No rush at all. Whenever you've prepared the things on your side, I'll pass the passcode to you. Jiang Tianchen laughed. Hargri, then I'll leave first. I won't see you out. Hargri said. Poof. A faint sense of thunder energy was left in the large hall. Jiang Tianchen, who was originally standing there, vanished. Hargri walked towards a large window beside him. From more than 8,000 meters above the sky, he looked down out towards the ancient city, his gaze piercing and cold, saying softly, Jiang Tianchen, you've gained quite a bit this time. Next time, I'll definitely make you pay back even more than now. Hargri's expression was malevolent. This exchange had cost him almost his entire wealth to be taken away by Jiang Tianchen. Howl! Hargri roared with rage. Poof! The cold air blew and Hargri too disappeared from the large hall. After a short while, the doors of the large hall finally opened and 2 waiters walked in, exchanging glances. The doors were locked and the windows were locked. Where did they go? After flying for about 7 days, they finally reached the exit, arriving at the Valley of Wind and Thunder in the World of Thunder. After that, after about 7 days of flying in the World of Thunder, the 3-Axe Mountain Army finally reached the exit. The exit to Cang Lan Star. The only thing was, this exit wasn't as large as the black hole at the Valley of Wind and Thunder, that allowed about 100 to pass at a time, while this one only allowed a few people at a time. Shua, shua, shua. The explorers all became beams of light and headed out continuously. This exit is too small. With so many people, how long will it take? Thunder God floated up, looking ahead. Even though the explorers' speeds are very fast, it'll take about an hour for us to get there. Luo Feng calculated and spoke. Even if 10 people passed per second, it took about an hour for 30,000 over people to get to the center of the group, which was where they were. We are finally about to exit. Hong smiled as he sighed. This trip was indeed mysterious. Yes indeed. Luo Feng smiled. They originally came to take part in the trainee exams. Who would have thought that they'd discover a world within a world, and everyone forgot about the exams immediately, throwing themselves into the world within a world to gamble. This world within a world represented immense wealth. Obviously gambling was the right choice. Luo Feng's rewards were incredibly large. In terms of wealth, it was comparable to a sector lord. Of course, they still couldn't compare to the pinnacle of sector lords like the Thunder Sector Lord Kabu, Jiang Tianchen or Hargri. In terms of power, the Cloud Contact vying to acquired a large breakthrough. We have quite a bit of wealth, however, the difference between our power and wealth is huge. Thunder God muttered, we have to increase our strength when we return. Yes. Luo Feng nodded. During the wait, with large numbers of explorers flying and exiting, it finally reached their turn. Let's go. Charge. Luo Feng, Hong, Thunder God and Ao Gu became 4 beams of light and swiftly entered into the light waterfall. Cang Lan Star, Ancient City. A pathway was specially made in a wall of the vial, allowing a large amount of explorers exiting from the World of Thunder to fly through. Countless explorers continuously flew out. All explorers, please gather in front. Anybody who tries to escape will be killed. If you don't listen to orders, you'll be killed. In mid-air, universe levels from different powers floated above. Occasionally there was a domain lord. These strong warriors looked coldly at the group of lucky survivors from the explorer army. Sounds of angry orders resounded through every explorer's ears, causing the army to remain orderly and not dare to fly about recklessly. Third brother, look over there. Among the large army, Thunder God said shocked. Luo Feng turned to where Thunder God was looking at. In the distance floating amongst the powerful warriors, was one dressed in dark green army, ears pointy, the cold-looking Newan Shan. Newan Shan sensed that someone was looking at him and turned to look, easily spotting Luo Feng among the group. Not good. Luo Feng's expression changed. Originally in charge of governing the discipline of the army, the moment he saw Luo Feng, Newan Shan's eyes gleamed and he immediately rushed over. What luck! I actually got to bump into this punk, haha. Meeting him in reality, I'll settle this now for offending me. With my status, who would stop me? Newan Shan was very confident. In the vast universe, it was indeed this way. A universe level's position was tens of millions of times higher than a star level. Breaking into the universe level was a huge step upwards. A universe level killing a star level was indeed just like killing an ant. And Newan Shan was prepared to kill that ant Luo Feng. On the flat land of the ancient city within Cang Lan Star, the Three-Axe Mountain army flew down and prepared to gather. And the distant Newan Shan kept heading towards the army center. This is the Three-Axe Mountain army, Newan Shan. What is someone like you from the 100 Tiger building doing here? What do you want? A powerful fierce spirit energy immediately transmitted through the entire 70,000 army, causing the vast army of explorers to turn over and look. Within an instant they all spotted the human silhouette in the distance rushing over. Newan Shan. That's Newan Shan. 100 Tiger Building's people. What's someone from 100 Tiger Building flying over here for? The explorer army immediately began to discuss. With 70,000 people watching him, Newan Shan who was flying over suddenly stopped, his expression ugly, scolding secretly, that Luo Feng sure has guts, only a star-level cannon fodder and he actually dared to transmit via genetic energy all over. That's too arrogant. Within an army, one small soldier broadcasting loud enough for everyone to hear. One theory, normally, soldiers didn't dare shout that loud. However Newan Shan didn't even know. Luo Feng wasn't a soldier of the Three-Axe Mountain organization. Newan Shan, stop. Stop. What are you doing here? Immediately 5 other similar managers flew over. These 5 belonged to the Three-Axe Mountain organization and were universe levels. The 5 all had ugly expressions. These explorers, many of them bring along with them treasures from the world within a world. The sector lords and domain lords haven't come to retrieve them. Newan Shan, you, someone from 100 Tiger Building actually dares to come barging into our army. Are you thinking of stealing the treasures? He a universe level, surely he wasn't that daring. The 5 universe levels raged within. 5 sirs. Newan Shan revealed a smile. Newan Shan, you want to barge into our army? The 5 looked at him. No, not at all. Newan Shan communicated, I am but 1 universe level, the number of people on Cang Lan Star stronger than me ranges in the thousands to tens of thousands. With the domain and sector lords here, I don't even dare to have such thoughts. I just spotted a personal enemy, I didn't expect to see him today, hence I thought of settling it now. Oh, the 5 universe levels nodded. Who is your enemy? Among the 5, a tall and sturdy man with hair like steel spoke. He's called Luo Feng, he is but a small soldier in the army. Newan Shan spoke. Small soldier, the 5 exchanged glances. 5 sirs, giving me that one small soldier, that shouldn't be a problem, right? Newan Shan didn't dare mess around. After all, there were many other universe levels and domain lords around maintaining the discipline. If he dared barge in, even if the other organizations didn't do anything, his own 100 Tiger Building would personally deal with him. The treasures obtained by the explorer army hasn't been retrieved by the sector and domain lords. At this time, not one soldier can be passed to you. The 5 universe levels were all calm and clear with their regulations. Newan Shan's expression grew even uglier. Newan Shan, right now the other universe levels and domain lords are looking over, I think you should leave now. The 5 said looking at him. Newan Shan bit down and turned to leave without saying anything. Among the army, Luo Feng watched as the distant Newan Shan, after being held up by the 5 universe levels, turned and left bitterly. Newan Shan, we have to find a chance to settle him once and for all. Luo Feng thought within. This Newan Shan, we definitely have to kill him. Hong's expression was heavy. He transmitted, otherwise with his Newan Shan family eyeing the treasures on Earth, our Earth will never find peace. Shall we get Lord Ming Yu to act? Thunder God looked at Luo Feng and Hong. Luo Feng's eyes lit up. Right, they would be meeting Ming Yu in a second, and he was a Universe 2-star mercenary, a powerful one even amongst the Domain Lords. Domain Lord Ming Yu, if he was willing, it would be simple. After all, as the levels went up, breaking through got harder and harder. At the same time, the difference in power would only get crazier. When we give our treasure to Ming Yu later, we can ask for his help, there's a high chance of success. Luo Feng nodded. Luo Feng, what treasure are you prepared to give Ming Yu? Thunder God transmitted. Right, Luo Feng, what do you think about this problem? Hong looked at Luo Feng. As most of the contributions were done by Luo Feng during this treasure exchange, the two decided to let Luo Feng decide. A level 5 good genetic energy weapon. Luo Feng said. Just one? Hong and Thunder God looked at him. Right, just one is enough. This one, in terms of price, even with Lord Ming Yu's entire fortune, he would still have a hard time purchasing this. Luo Feng, with Babita's guidance, was very clear on which weapon and their prices, even though the Thunderstone exchange price for this weapon wasn't that much higher than the Firewheel, the worst weapon they had. However, in terms of price it was tens of times higher. Ming Yu, a Domain Lord, even if he was strong amongst the Domain Lords, would probably not be able to afford it even with his entire fortune. Time passed, the 3 Axe Mountains explorer survivors were stationed at the ancient city's flat land. A few strong people began to fly over, taking their men with them. As time passed even more, the number of the army gradually decreased, 70,000, 60,000, 50,000, 40,000. Luo Feng. Ha ha, I've finally found you 4. This is truly a joyous occasion, ha ha. That carefree laughter resounded, a tall and sturdy Ming Yu floated in mid-air. Luo Feng's 4-man team along with 200 others flew towards Ming Yu. Lord. The 200 explorers slightly bowed. Luo Feng's team of 4 stood together and bowed respectfully as well. Lord Ming Yu. Very well, let's go over to my villa and have a rest. Ming Yu brought Luo Feng's group along with another 200 adventurers along and swiftly left. About 20 kilometers away from the flat land, outside the ancient city. An old department store penthouse, Newan Shan was looking at the flat land through a window. The moment he saw Luo Feng leave with Ming Yu, his expression changed greatly. Not good. I didn't expect Luo Feng to actually be under someone like Lord Ming Yu, and from the looks of it, Ming Yu treats him well too. Killing him is going to be hard. Newan Shan violently smashed the bamboo beside him. Chi-chi, it crumbled into pieces. An elegant construct, a beautiful villa on a grassland, the 200 explorers had long been sent off. Luo Feng and his team of 4 sat with Ming Yu around a table. Being brought over by Ming Yu, Luo Feng was somewhat disappointed. After waiting there for so long, they never got to see any sector lords. The sector lords all sent people over to bring the explorer army over, none of them personally came. Speaking of which, this trip was indeed a pity. I sent a soldier called Bendy who actually broke through to the universe level to get me a treasure. However, even though he got the lowest priced treasure, it was still an expensive treasure. Ming Yu shook his head and sighed. Who'd expect along the way he'd run into the army of the 9th Prince and have his treasure taken from him? Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God exchanged glances. This Lord Ming Yu was indeed unlucky. So how were your earnings from this world within a world? Ming Yu looked at them. We exchanged for 1 treasure. Luo Feng smiled as he looked at Ming Yu. Ming Yu's eyes sharpened, immediately lighting up as he looked at them. What treasure? Ming Yu was anxious and anticipating. Luo Feng's thoughts moved and immediately a 3 meters long broadsword floated in mid-air. On its surface were extremely complicated engravings. The peculiar engravings gave off an aura that made people's hearts palpitate. The space around it seemed to tremor. An incredibly huge and powerful aura, it made Luo Feng and his team's face go pale. Lord Ming Yu, this is the level 5 genetic energy weapon air cutter knife. Luo Feng said. Good, good, good. Ming Yu's eyes burned with intensity, staring hard at the air cutter knife. Treasure. Compared to the treasure that his underling Bendy acquired, it was even more valuable. This air cutter knife was an incredibly expensive weapon. After all, amongst the level 3 weapons, the highest grade cost a few $100 billion, the lowest costing $1 billion Black Dragon dollars, a difference of 100 times. One theory, the price difference for a level 5 genetic energy weapon was even more crazy. That firewheel belonged to the lowest grade, while this air cutter knife was actually close to the top. Just one was enough to get a few tens of firewheels. Luo Feng, this present of yours sure is big. Ming Yu's expression was complicated, looking at Luo Feng and his team. Do you know the price of this present of yours? An astronomical price. Luo Feng smiled. It's a price we are unable to even imagine, I only know that. Right, astronomical. Even all of my wealth together doesn't come close to its price. Ming Yu looked at Luo Feng. I said before, I won't mistreat you. State, any requests? I want to kill a man. Luo Feng said. Kill someone, what's his power? Domain Lord level what? Ming Yu creased his eyebrows. Universe level 9. Luo Feng said. Ha. Ming Yu laughed. Universe level 9. To him, that was simply too easy. Killing 10 of them would still be far below this air cutter knife you've given me. How about this? Ming Yu thought for a while. I'll give 1/3 of my territory to you. No. That may invite trouble and people to watch you. Okay. I'll give 100,000 life planets, from today on, to you to have half the rights, the other half remaining with me. However, you can govern all the normal affairs, the earnings from the planets, the soldiers, I don't care. As for cash, Ming Yu thought about it. Lord Ming Yu, Luo Feng said, I'm just a star level, having so much property and money is useless. Ming Yu looked at Luo Feng, that iron rigid face revealed a smile. Luo Feng, too much wealth and property, indeed you cannot use it now. However, I as a domain lord, how can I just receive your goodwill like this? What's more, having a few properties and being the leader of these planets has its advantages. How about lesser property, 10,000 life planets? Just 100 life planets. Luo Feng nodded. Having more planets as property wasn't really useful to Luo Feng. Getting a 100 of them as his own was just customary. Alright, then a 100 planets, with a 100 life planets as property, it won't be too eye-catching in the universe, you won't gain any attention from the bigger powers. Ming Yu smiled. As for cash, I really don't have much cash now. Far from the price of this air cutter blade. Lord Ming Yu, just give whatever. We three brothers have had a big enough earning. Luo Feng was very clear that he shouldn't be too greedy. Otherwise, the moment he got the bad side of the other person, that would mean trouble. What's more, he had acquired many treasures this time. This air cutter blade alone wasn't even a tenth of his other treasures combined. It didn't mean much. Give me your account number. Ming Yu said. Yes. Luo Feng told him his Universe Galaxy Bank's account number. TSK, Universe Galaxy Bank. You have some money too. Ming Yu smiled, at the same time sending a part of his consciousness into the virtual universe network and engaging in the transfer procedures. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God were secretly guessing just how much this Lord Ming Yu would transfer over. Luo Feng, you've received a mail. Babata said. Open. Luo Feng swiftly closed his eyes, his consciousness entering the virtual universe network and allowing Babata to open the mail. It was a notification from the Universe Galaxy Bank. Respected customer, how do you do? Your account with us has just received a transfer of 20 billion universe dollars. Since your account has reached the 10 billion universe dollar margin, it automatically rose to a 2-star account. You will also automatically become a respected 2-star client. As a star client, you will receive several special privileges. At the bottom of the mail, there was a list of the special privileges and their explanations. Universe Galaxy Bank. A very simple letter, however it really shocked Luo Feng. Back on Jade Rockstar, Luo Feng already knew the meaning of a 1-star account. And back then the 2 universe mercenaries were only 1-star clients. Obviously being able to become a 1-star client alone was a very hard thing to achieve. So, once one saves 10 billion universe dollars, he automatically becomes a 2-star client. 10 billion universe dollars, 1 universe dollar was akin to about 3,300 Ganwu dollars, 10 billion universe dollars, equated to about 33 trillion Ganwu dollars. One planet's price range is usually 1 trillion Black Dragon dollars, or 700 million Ganwu dollars. That means that 10 billion universe dollars is close to about 50,000 life planets. With that thought, Luo Feng was shocked. The domain lord Ming Yu just gave him cash akin to tens of thousands of life planets. To the domain lords, even that was a pretty huge sum. Within the villa, Lord Mingyu, Luo Feng stood up. Sit, sit. Mingyu waved his hand downwards. Luo Feng suddenly felt a formless energy pressing on his shoulders. He couldn't even resist, allowing himself to sit back down. Don't think I've given you a lot. Mingyu shook his head, his eyes with a sense of laughter and goodwill. I haven't given you much at all. If you were to give something like the firewheel, then what I've given would have been considered much. However, you gave me an air cutter blade. If I gave you too little, I would feel guilty, and I'd feel like I owed you. It would affect my training. Poof. The space around slightly tremored. Luo Feng, Hong, Thunder God and Algo were all shocked. Another person had suddenly popped up within the quiet villa, a tall and skinny cold-looking man with two horns on his forehead, his black cape drifting in the wind, his eyes gazed over. It seemed also though both the land and skies were all within his field of vision. Lord General, Mingyu stood up and bowed respectfully, at the same time communicating to Luo Feng's group. This is one of the Sector Lords from the Three-Axe Mountain. Sector Lord. Luo Feng, Hong, Thunder God and Algu quickly bowed. Sector Lord. They had never personally seen a living Sector Lord. Luo Feng couldn't resist sneaking a glance at the Sector Lord. His aura wasn't very strong but his eyes made one's heart palpitate with fear. Mingyu, your luck is not bad. The tall and skinny man stood there, his legs slightly floating in mid-air, looking at Mingyu. He. Mingyu revealed a simple and honest smile. Air cutter blade, I'm buying it. The tall and skinny man said, this knife suits me well. Level 5 genetic energy weapon, I'm unable to fully unleash its power. Mingyu smiled. To be able to let the general use it is my honor. Following which, Mingyu handed over the storage ring, retrieving the air cutter blade which he had just gotten himself. That thick knife floated directly towards the tall and skinny man. The tall and skinny man extended his arm and received the air cutter blade, his eyes gleaming. Chi. Two beams of golden light shot out from his eyes onto the surface of the blade. The peculiar engravings on the blade made his eyes glow even more. Good blade. The tall and skinny man gestured with the air cutter blade, swinging towards the sky. Hua. The clear blue sky became almost like a piece of cloth. Immediately a rip of about 2 to 3 kilometers long was sliced through, extremely sharp and clean. The crack could be clearly seen for a while before it started to recover and return to its original state. Ha ha ha. The extremely cold, tall and skinny man finally couldn't help but laugh out loud. Congratulations, General. Mingyu bowed. Ha ha, this is indeed an air cutter blade. My understanding of the space origin is only but a hair's thick, however with this air cutter blade's help, my power has been greatly increased. The tall and skinny man looked at Mingyu. Mingyu, I'm keeping this, naturally I won't let you lose out on this deal. I've already transferred the money to your account, also, I owe you a favor. Su. The tall and skinny man immediately vanished. Luo Feng, Hong, Thunder God and Algu were still in a trance. Before, the Sector Lord had suddenly appeared, taken the air cutter blade, sliced open a tear in space and seemingly vanished. Space tear, 2 to 3 kilometers long tear. Luo Feng was shocked within, he was actually able to slice a tear into the space. Also, he teleported. He didn't teleport, but flew. Just that his flying speed is incredibly fast. As for not conjuring up any wind resistance, that's because of the Sector Lord's control of the universe origin. Babata's voice resounded. Flew? How fast? Luo Feng asked. When he left, his speed reached about 32,169 kilometers per second. Luo Feng blinked a couple of times. Light speed was but 300,000 kilometers per second, and that Sector Lord earlier, even though he hadn't unleashed his full speed, he was still able to instantly reach 1/10 of light speed, indeed a power that could easily destroy a planet and all its life with a wave of his hand. Within the villa, the tall and sturdy domain Lord Mingyu laughed carefree before standing up. Luo Feng, I took the air cutter blade you gave me and sold it at a high price. I really have to thank you. Mingyu laughed as he looked at Luo Feng. Speak, who's the universe level 9 you wanted me to kill before? Newan Shan. Luo Feng said. Hong and Thunder God too looked at Mingyu anxiously. Newan Shan. Mingyu was slightly shocked, his eyebrows creasing. Him. Is there a problem? Luo Feng asked. A little trouble, but no big problem. Mingyu shook his head smiling. He acquired the Battle Axe Warrior title, hence his chances of breaking through to Domain Lord is very high. Hence the 100 Tiger building has always treated him as an elite, however he hasn't broken through after so many years. especially now that he's not too far from his lifespan ending, plus his status in the 100 Tiger building has fallen, it shouldn't be anything. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God let out a sigh of relief, the three exchanged glances. Newan Shan. He had to die. That way, they could truly find peace. Let me take a look, just where on Cang Lan star has he gone? Ming closed his eyes, a formless spirit energy swiftly spread out, covering the entire Cang Lan star while intentionally avoiding the sector lords. 1 second later, Ming opened his eyes. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God looked with anticipation. He's not on Cang Lan star. Ming shook his head. Not here. Luo Feng and the other two were shocked. I've already checked the entire Cang Lan star. He's indeed not here now. Ming said apologetically, my apologies. If I ever meet him next time, I'll definitely kill him and fulfill my promise. It's not the fault of Lord Ming that Newan Shan just got lucky. Luo Feng said, feeling regretful. Such a good chance and they didn't manage to kill Newan Shan. If they could kill him with this one blow, then this entire world within a world trip would have been perfect. Within the dark universe, a universe ship was swiftly flying, within the control room. Teacher, we are returning so quickly. There are so many strong people on Cang Lan star, such a rare gathering, wouldn't it be better to stay a while longer? 2 universe warriors stood beside, checking the records on just how Ming and Luo Feng were connected. The 2 universe level warriors shook their heads. I've asked around, no one knows. Me too, no one has heard of Lord Ming having anyone important under him named Luo Feng. Newan Shan's face was ashen while listening to his disciples' replies. This Luo Feng knew that I wanted to kill him, hence he made a good relationship with Lord Ming. He would most likely ask Lord Ming to kill me. Newan Shan thought, and Lord Ming and I aren't from the same organization, he wouldn't even think twice. No matter, it's better that I leave Cang Lan star earlier. Ever since he discovered Luo Feng and his group leaving with Ming Newan Shan hadn't been able to relax. Following which, he immediately took his ship and left Cang Lan star. Since they couldn't kill Newan Shan, Luo Feng and the other 3 could only regretfully leave. They first went to the Universe Mercenary Alliance to hand in the items to pass the Mercenary Trainee exam. Even though they didn't receive enough Wind Corner stones, Luo Feng and the others killed a bunch of teams that tried to rob them in the world within a world. From the items those teams left behind, they received some Wind Corner stones. Universe Mercenary Trainee. We've become mercenary trainees, haha. The number of powerful fighters on Cang Lan star are as numerous as the clouds, let's leave earlier. Alright, depart to Earth. Luo Feng and the others swiftly headed towards the port, retrieved their universe spaceship, and departed Cang Lan star. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Pass through the universe. After slightly shaking for a moment, the spaceship started to maintain a speed of 1.2x the speed of light in dark space as it headed towards the appointed direction. In the control room of the spaceship, Luo Feng arranged for his old servant Ao Gu to rest. Luo Feng, Hong, and Thunder God were extremely excited as they stayed in the control room. Same rules as always, big brother, second brother, each of you get $4 billion universe dollars. Luo Feng and the others were currently dividing the spoils. Third brother, Hong shook his head. This time, you did all the work. All your second brother and I did was experience the world within a world. Accepting this amount of cash is just. Thunder God also shook his head. Way too much. We don't even need that much anyway. Yet, Luo Feng didn't hesitate as he directly sent $4 billion universe dollars to Hong and Thunder God. Hong and Thunder God both received mail from the virtual universe network. Big brother, second brother, this amount of money is nothing. Our main wealth is those treasures, smiled Luo Feng. Yeah, Hong nodded. Just a single air cutter blade is worth so much, then all these treasures added together. Thunder God's eyes were flashing. Oh yeah, second brother, your Thunder instruction manual set, a total of 5 sets. With a flip of his hand, the 5 mini quantum computers started hovering on top of Luo Feng's hand. After that, these 5 mini quantum computers fell to the ground. Second brother, each of these mini quantum computers contains a Thunder instruction manual. You can study them carefully. Sector Lord Kabu's instruction manual. Thunder God bent down and took out all the chips of the 5 mini quantum computers and then plugged one into his own mini quantum computer. Feels great. Thunder God was so excited his face turned red. He closed his eyes as he started to study the instruction manual. In the control room, Thunder God was looking through the Thunder instruction manuals while Luo Feng and Hong talked with each other. Third brother, Hong said seriously in a low voice, the prices of the other treasures added together are extremely valuable, even more valuable than the air cutter knife. How are you preparing to deal with them? Sell them, said Luo Feng. How? Frowned Hong, these treasures are too valuable and will probably attract super powerful fighters. Perhaps not only will we not be able to earn any money from selling them, we'll give out our lives in the process. Luo Feng nodded as he smiled, I understand that concept, but, I have a way. A way? What way? Asked Hong curiously. I'll keep it a secret for now, smiled Luo Feng mysteriously. In truth, all these treasures added together are worth way more than all the property of a sector lord. More valuable than eternal love. Taking treasures like these out, with Luo Feng's star-level strength, it is indeed hard to deal with. If he's not careful, he'll bring disaster upon himself as powerful fighters realize what is in Luo Feng's possession. If it was back when he just arrived at Cang Lan Star, then Luo Feng would indeed have no method of dealing with these treasures. But now, Luo Feng already has a way to deal with them, and in a very, very safe manner also. Dark space was extremely quiet. Around 21 days was required to go from Cang Lan Star to Earth. In the control room, after Luo Feng and Hong chatted for quite a while, they suddenly noticed Thunder God widely opening his eyes. Second brother, Hong smiled as he looked at him. Why are your eyes opened so wide? I didn't see such a dumbfounded look on your face even after we received so many treasures. Second brother, Luo Feng also joked. Thunder God blinked twice and looked towards Hong and Luo Feng. Big brother, thirdie, I need to tell you guys something. Luo Feng and Thunder God exchanged glances. Something wasn't right. What happened? Hong looked at Thunder God. Thunder God mumbled, didn't thirdie say that he received the inheritance of Yun Mo planet? I seem to have received the inheritance of Sector Lord Kabu. Luo Feng and Hong widened their eyes. Inheritance? Receiving an instruction manual versus receiving an inheritance are two completely different ideas. I just swiftly browsed through those 5 instruction manual sets and plugged in the 5 different chips, said Thunder God lowly. 4 of the instruction manual sets are actual instruction manuals. However, the chip of the 5th instruction manual actually contained an I. And, an AI. Luo Feng and Hong realized something. It's that white-bearded old man. Thunder God blinked twice. He even congratulated me saying that I became Sector Lord Kabu's student. Lord Wu. Luo Feng froze. The main entity of that messed-up living AI, Lord Wu, is actually in one of those 5 chips. Sector Lord Kabu's student. How come this scene seems so similar to the scene where he became the student of Yun Mo planet's master Hu Yan Bo? However, his teacher is Yun Mo planet's master, Hu Yan Bo. And Thunder God became the student of Sector Lord Kabu who has already passed away. I bought 5 sets of instruction manuals but ended up buying second brother a teacher. Luo Feng was speechless. World within a world. After the huge adventurer army completely left, a few internal members of the Universe Mercenary Alliance, a sector lord and 2 domain lords, entered the world within a world and arrived in front of the ancient castle. Rumble. The ancient castle collapsed with a rumble. My lord, there are no treasures inside the castle. An extremely fat-bearded man with pink skin who seemed like a bull yelled respectfully. My lord, the AI inside this castle is just a regular AI and not a living AI. The white-bearded old man living AI in the castle must be on one of the adventurers in the adventurer army and left the world within a world, said the other skinny bearded man. The sector lord in the black battle uniform set hovered in midair as he frowned. If so, then whatever. The world within a world itself is a treasure. Contact the Universe Mercenary Alliance in the Black Dragon Mountain sector. The Thunder world will stop being the examination world. I need to redesign this world within a world. This world within a world can entirely become a secret location for our alliance to train our men. Yes, my lord, said the 2 domain lords respectfully. The black-clothed sector lord hovered in midair. Suddenly, he extended both hands. Rumble. All of a sudden, the sky turned black. The powerful source energy of the universe constantly streamed from the core of the world within a world. This world within a world began its new renovation. Only a sector lord is able to execute such a task. Cang Lan Star, an old city, top floor of the skyscraper that was over 8,000 meters tall. The 2 sector lords Hargri and Jiang Tian Chen sat face to face. Jiang Tian Chen, here's what you want. Hargreave mindlessly tossed a flashing spatial storage ring which drew an arc as it landed towards Jiang Tian Chen in front of him. Jiang Tian Chen smiled as he extended his hand to catch it. Hargreave, you sure are a good business partner. Here's the final password to the inheritance crystal. Jiang Tian Chen directly sent an email to Hargreave via the virtual universe network. Hargreave also immediately received it and knew that it contained the final password. As a sector lord, it is very easy to divide a bit of his consciousness to deal with it. You won't send a fake password, will you? Hargreave's eyes glowed as they scanned across Jiang Tian Chen. I'm not so shameless, Jiang Tian Chen smiled lightly. Hargreave, you can go to the Universe First Bank right now to try and see if you can take out the stored inheritance crystal. Hargreave directly stood up. Whoosh! He vanished into thin air. In just a second, on the other end of Cang Lan Star in a dreamy city, Hargreave has already entered the Universe First Bank's extremely conspicuous building. 3-star customer. The manager of the Universe First Bank branch of Cang Lan Star was a three-eyed, hunchback old man with a shell on his back. Right when the AI system of the bank alerted him that a 3-star customer has arrived at the bank, the branch manager rushed to the first floor's lobby as fast as possible to welcome him. A moment later, the lobby of the 19th floor of the building. Mr. Hargreave, the branch manager bowed respectfully. Since he was able to become a branch manager on an important planet like Cang Lan Star, he has a lot of authority. His authority allows him to assist, at best, 3-star customers. I want to retrieve an item, said Hargreave coldly. Retrieve an item. The branch manager was confused. This Hargreave never stored anything at this location. An item from 10 million years ago, added Hargreave. Mr. Hargreave, an item from 10 million years ago must have been transported to the Ganwu Universe branch for storage, smiled the branch manager. As long as Mr. Hargreave successfully gives the correct account number and password, we will bring the item from the Ganwu universe and bring it to the customer's appointed location as fast as possible. Hargreave slightly nodded. The account is. Hargreave swiftly gave the account number. The security of this account is extremely high. 3 passwords are needed. The branch manager helped input the numbers on the side. The first password is correct, said the branch manager on the side. The second password is, continued Hargreave. Correct. The third password is correct, said the branch manager. Beep. The branch manager smiled as he looked at Hargreave. Mr. Hargreave, in just a moment, the bank system will quickly give you the detailed information. However, from my experience, it will take about a month to transport something from the Ganwu universe. Okay. Hargreave held his breath from excitement. He spent a lot of time and effort to get this inheritance crystal, especially for the last password. Jiang Tian Chen took a lot of his treasures away in the process of getting the last password. The branch manager's face suddenly changed as he looked at the screen beside him. What? Hargreave looked at him. Mr. Hargreave, I think, there will not be a need to transport anything from the Ganwu universe. The branch manager looked towards him. Hargreave frowned. The stored item is a recording, said the branch manager. You leave first. Hargreave ferociously waved his hand. Yes. The branch manager left the room. Hargreave stood in front of the monitor. An audio file appeared on the display. Hargreave's face was sullen as he tapped on the screen. In a moment, the audio file which has been stored for 10 million years started to play. I'm extremely ecstatic to notify you, you've been duped. Ha ha ha, so how does it feel, you mad? Did you sacrifice a lot for the 3 passwords? Ha ha ha, I definitely won't give the 3 passwords to the same organization. I made you guys work like mad crazy for them and then ruined everything for you in the end. Lol tilde tilde. Hargreave fiercely clenched his teeth. PA. With a furious wave of his hand, Hargreave smashed the monitor in front of him into pieces. 3-star customer, you destroyed the property of our bank. Please pay according to the price our company supplies. An electronic sound reverberated around the room. Hargreave was extremely enraged. Die. With a furious burst, Hargreave's powerful aura started to emanate and cause the various items in the lobby to blow up. Huge amounts of shattered pieces and dust emanated around the room. The inheritance crystal, just where is it? In the dust, Hargreave clenched his teeth. The entire excavation of the world within a world on Cang Lan Star had left the entire Black Dragon Mountain Starfield in a state of unrest. Have you heard? Recently there was a Star Traveler level idiot on Rockna Star that took out a heavenly priced treasure to sell. And later it was taken away by a universe level warrior. However, That universe-level warrior not only lost his life later because of this treasure, but his entire family too was razed to the ground. A universe-level warrior lost his life. Family razed to the ground. What treasure was it? I heard that a world within a world was discovered on Cang Lan star recently. This heavenly priced item was one from within. The treasure from the world within a world. Those were items that attracted even the 4 large organizations and 2 sacred lands to fight for them. Taking any one of them out would be worth a few tens of thousands of life planets. A few tens of thousands of life planets. My God, just how highly priced are they? Anyway, right now the entire Black Dragon Mountain Starfield, many large and small families, organizations, are all closely watching. The moment anyone tries to sell these items, they'll rush into it. These sorts of heavenly treasures are really scorching to the hand. Still, countless people want them. Madness. The many families and organizations within the Black Dragon Mountain Starfield had gone mad. One had to know that the largest power within the Black Dragon Mountain Starfield, the 16 large families, was first created by 16 sector lords. This means that in the Black Dragon Mountain Starfield, the sector lord's power was the highest. The other large and small organizations, having a domain lord warrior was considered not bad already. And the treasures from the world within a world, any one of them, had terrifying enticing powers towards any domain lords. So, occasionally 1 or 2 treasures leaking out, drawing the attention of the various powers, that wasn't strange at all. Those star levels, they don't have any good routes to sell at all. The moment they try and take the treasures out, they'd be easily discovered. Watch closely for me, watch carefully at every important planet within the Black Dragon Mountain Starfield. The moment anyone tries to sell these heavenly items, immediately report to me. Yes, President. These treasures were scorching. Without the power or route to sell them, they would bring only tragedy to oneself. And these treasures were so valuable that even universe-level warriors who wanted them could still easily lose their lives in the process. Within the Dark Universe, Luo Feng's little team sat on the universe ship and continued on their journey. It was already the 12th day of the flight. They still required about 9 days more to reach Earth. As for the news of star-level explorers from the Black Dragon Mountain Starfield already trying to sell the heavenly items, they didn't know yet. Within the resting room of the universe ship. The resting room was sorted out like a study, with a desk and chair. There was even a very comfortable bed beside. It's time to deal with these treasures. They are really dangerous to have. Luo Feng sat at the chair, opening the laptop on the table. This was a product of Earth. There was no way around it. Luo Feng was used to Earth's lousier models, the treasures I exchanged for, along with what the cloud contact vine stole. There's a total of 48 of them. 48 treasures. There were some cheaper than the air cutter knife, while others more expensive than it. An air cutter knife alone was enough to make the domain lord Ming extremely excited, even to the point where a sector lord bought it immediately. These 48 treasures added together could probably match up to the wealth of a sector lord altogether. As for the dead sector lord Kabu, that was the wealth level of a poorer undying. The entire 312 items, Luo Feng only acquired 49, one given to Ming. One could see how big an earning Luo Feng had acquired. Connect to the virtual universe network. Luo Feng closed his eyes, his consciousness connecting straight to the network. Virtual universe, Black Dragon Mountain Island 9-star Bay. When Luo Feng appeared before his own house's door, there was Luo Hua walking about casually. His eyes gleamed, shouting, "Big brother." Luo Hua, what's the matter? Luo Feng smiled as he looked at his little brother. I wanted to look for you earlier, however I didn't get the chance to meet you. Luo Hua pulled him. Big brother, sit here, I have important matters to tell you. Luo Feng sat time, looking curiously at his brother. It's like that. Luo Hua explained, the Earth's 5 governments have discussed and they really want to enter the universe, making contact with some of the people within the universe. Can't they enter the virtual universe? Luo Feng creased his eyebrows. In the virtual universe, they can communicate with other people. No. They want to make contact in reality. Luo Hua said. Reality? Luo Feng creased his eyebrows even more. Luo Hua saw the situation and said helplessly, Big brother, don't you know how the countries on Earth are? They were initially satisfied with being able to enter the virtual universe, however as time passed, their ambitions got bigger. This ambition cannot be controlled. If you let them enter the real universe now, they might request for more after. Man's ambition could never be quelled. Once he had something good, he would naturally want something better. No problem, allow them. Luo Feng said seriously. Allow them. Luo Hua was so shocked he stared wide-eyed. Right. Luo Feng nodded. Even though Earth is very safe, we cannot let the humans of Earth just stay on there forever. It's time to let them make contact with the universe. Let them go through some hardship and adversities, only then will they realize how the humans of Earth are going to survive within the universe. Luo Hua was suspicious, but brother, which planet can they go to? Will those planet management people agree to a large-scale immigration? If those people don't agree, I'll just have to buy the planet. Luo Feng smiled. What's more, I have 100 life planets under my name. As a leader, the immigration would definitely be much easier. 100? Luo Hua stared wide-eyed. Big brother, you. I'll tell you when I return. Luo Feng smiled and stood up. As for the humans of Earth wanting to move to the universe, I'll discuss with them when I get back. Oh, we'll end it here today. I still have matters to attend to. Okay. Luo Hua stood up too. Mail. Luo Hua curiously opened the mail. This was a notification from the bank. They informed him that his account had a transfer of $4 billion universe dollars. $4 billion universe dollars. Luo Hua was shocked. That's for you. Good luck and work hard. Luo Feng's voice could be heard in the distance. Luo Hua looked up. The distant Luo Feng was already walking out of the Nine-Stay Bay district. Looking at his back, Luo Hua felt extremely shocked. What has my brother been up to these few days? How did he get $4 billion universe dollars to give me so quickly? And these are universe dollars, even more valuable than Ganwu dollars. At the entrance of the Nine-Star Bay district, Luo Feng waved his hand in the air. Immediately, a carriage pulled by 2 horses with wings descended. Luo Feng jumped up into the carriage and sat. Sir, where to? The chauffeur asked. To the Universe Galaxy Bank. Luo Feng said. Immediately, the wings of the horses flapped and the carriage swiftly rose into the air, flying with shocking speed. The carriage, however, remained steady and comfortable in the breeze. In the virtual universe, usually distant places were traveled to using coordinates delivery. Closer places were traveled to with these carriages. That was because everybody's body structure was comparable to a student level 4 in the virtual universe. Hence they were unable to fly and movement was fast. Hence relying on these flying horse was much faster. Of course, sitting in these carriages required money. So beautiful. Sitting in the carriage, looking down on the enormous Black Dragon Mountain Island, it was indeed magnificent. What's that? Luo Feng looked shocked at the sky. Among the clouds, there was a floating city, and as it floated way high up in the skies, if one was standing on the ground below, he wouldn't be able to spot it with the naked eye. Only when sitting and flying in these carriages would one be able to see through the clouds the faintly discernible city. Floating city. The chauffeur laughed. Our Black Dragon Mountain's floating city. Every island, every continent has a floating city. Floating city? Luo Feng was shocked. Usually only larger powers or at least universe-level warriors had the rights to enter the floating city. The chauffeur laughed and explained to Luo Feng as he controlled the flying horses, Sir, we've arrived at the Universe Galaxy Bank. Who? The flying horses rushed downwards and their wings gently flapped, their 4 hooves floating in mid-air, gently landing at the entrance of the Universe Galaxy Bank. Thanks. Luo Feng laughed as he got off. The carriage swiftly rushed towards the skies again. The fees were automatically deducted from the person's account. Virtual Universe Black Dragon Mountain Island, Universe Galaxy Bank. Welcome. Luo Feng stepped into the bank, heading straight to the side self-service path and entered, following which he entered into a self-service booth room. Entering into the private room. Please enter your account. The automated voice sounded. Luo Feng swiftly entered. This was his teacher's 5-star account. Immediately the signal within the room scanned Luo Feng, and as Luo Feng had once withdrawn money on Jade Rockstar before, it had already left a basic record. Passcode authorized. User authorized. Rumble. What was originally a normal room immediately transformed into a luxurious room. An extremely beautiful female AI stood beside, respectfully saying, Respected 5-star client, how do you do? I am AI number 008231, here to service you. How do you do? Luo Feng smiled as he looked at the female AI, secretly happy. Everything was going according to how Babata had mentioned. As he had successfully opened the 5-star account before, he was already regarded as a 5-star client in the Universe Galaxy Bank. One had to know. Luo Feng had acquired 20 billion universe dollars from Ming. This was more than many domain lords' entire wealth. However, he had only become a 2-star client then. 5-star client, how high was that? This Universe Galaxy Bank, as a 5-star client, had many very detailed services. Of course. These services required money too. I need to deal with a few items. Luo Feng looked at the female AI before him. The female AI gently bowed. Respected 5-star client, our Universe Galaxy Bank has item selling services. We have many routes and networks to sell off any items in the vast universe, in all of the universe countries. We can definitely help you sell them off in the shortest amount of time possible. We only require 1,000th of the deal. Luo Feng laughed. This was how a 5-star client was treated. Selling off these dangerous and scorching items was just that simple.